Hello there, my beautiful, lovely people, my cutie novenas. I just want to let you know that I had to fight to film this episode. Like, the entire day, I couldn't film shit. I was trying, oh my god. You have no idea. I woke up early and I was ready to film early in the morning. And then I had a really bad stomach ache, and then I slept, and then I woke up in the afternoon, and then I was hungry and I had a headache, and then I got ready. Oh my god. Anyway, into the episode. I created this podcast to provide self-therapy that people can afford, because not everyone can afford to go to a therapist, and in some families therapy is taboo. Therefore, even if they can afford it, they wouldn't really take the humans to the therapy when they need the therapy. So I'm here to let you know that you don't actually need to go to therapy. I mean, I'm not here to diagnose, but you can do a lot yourself without therapy. You can do a huge chunk of mental health maintenance without therapy, and I'm here to teach you all of it. Yeah, basically. So I created this podcast and I designed it in a way that it builds off of, in a way that the episodes build off of each other. Episode 1 is the foundation, and then episode 2 builds on episode 1, and so on. So if you're really interested in learning and understanding the full picture of what I'm about to say, feel free to go check out the first episodes. I would recommend that for you, so you have a bigger picture and a better understanding if you like. Okay, a little overview. Episode 1, we talked about befriending your inner world, because having good mental health starts with our inner world and befriending our inner world, which consists of emotions and thoughts. Episode 2, we started diving into the emotions, because the emotions are more important, and not more important, but they are the baseline of good mental health. So episode 2, we talked about identifying your emotions. We need to name the emotion so we know how to deal with it. We need to know what it is so we know how to regulate it. Episode 3 talks about the emotion's purpose. What is the purpose of our emotions? Why do we even feel? Where is it? Emotions purpose. Emotions purpose. What is the purpose of our emotions? Each emotion serves a purpose. It's here to guide us in some way, teach us something about ourselves or the world, or both. And in episode 3, I go into the emotions purpose, because each category of emotions serves a different purpose, and in episode 3 I explained that. And then in episode 4, we started diving into the digestion of our emotions. Okay, hold on, let me just this is real quick because I couldn't really see. In episode 4, we go into digesting our emotions, and first we start with digesting our emotions through connecting to the body and then through the mind. And so episode 5 is regulate your emotions through the body. Okay, so today is episode 6, where we'll be talking about how to regulate our emotions through the mind. So in episode 5, regulating your emotions through the body, it goes all about feeling it, imagining what it looks like, breathing. It's just all about connecting through the body. Episode 6 is through the mind, which is the final step. So when you regulate your emotions, you first start with the body and then you go with the mind. So if you want to know how to regulate your emotions only, and you're only interested in that, only watch episode 5 and episode 6, which is this episode, and now you will have the complete formula, the full step-by-step you need to have a complete cycle of emotional regulation technique. Okay, episode 5, which is emotions, regulating your emotions through the body, is just it's just part 1, and this is part 2. You need both of them to have a complete cycle of emotional regulation technique. Now, there are plenty of emotional regulation techniques and tools, and each person is gonna prefer a different tool, because we're all different and different things are gonna work for different people. Right now I'm giving you the basic stuff, and later on we're gonna dive deeper into more different techniques, more diverse techniques, and then you can choose whichever one you like the best. Right now I'm just giving you the basics, okay, the most foundational stuff. Everything else just builds off of this, and it's just a different version of what we're doing now. Okay, now, the first step into regulating your emotions through the mind, first of all, you need to identify the emotion. You need to know, what is it that you feel? What are you feeling? And going with sadness, anger, and fear is not going to do it for you, babes. You need to know the specific emotion. Because just like a general term as anger is not going to help you. What do I mean by this? Hold on, I'm going to pull this up real quick so I can tell you. There's this app called How We Feel, and this app literally is so amazing because it teaches you all about the different emotions, and you become more articulate with your emotions, and you know how to describe them with actual vocabulary. Now, there is a lot of emotions. Let's go with the red category. There is enraged, terrified, panicked, shocked, hyper, pressured, annoyed, stressed, overwhelmed, irritated, livid, furious, frightened, anxious, apprehensive, irritated, restless, confused. These are some of the emotions, right? Of course, there's a lot more emotions in the red category. I'm just giving you a little example showing you that there is more than just to anger and fear. Now, the blue emotions, usually people just say, I feel sad, babes. It's much more complicated than that. You need to know what it is exactly that you feel. It's not complicated. What I mean is like there is more words that you can describe how you feel with. Now, the blue category, there is disgusted, trapped, insecure, disheartened, down, bored, tired, disappointed, lost, ashamed, humiliated, pessimistic, vulnerable, disconnected, sad. Now, these are some of the emotions in the blue category. Now, this gives you a little overview that there is more to emotions than just anger, fear, and sadness. And you need to know the specific emotion that you feel for you to be able to regulate it. And that's the first step into regulating your emotions through the mind. Now, there is this app that's called like How We Feel, and it's the one that I was rating off of it. And the beautiful thing is that when you go on an emotion, it describes what this emotion is, and I really recommend it for you if you would like. Honestly, it helped me so much in my emotional regulation journey. And there's also the yellow and green emotions, which are the happy emotions. There is surprised, awe, exhilarated, thrilled, ecstatic, empowered, inspired, amazed, successful, determined, excited, energized, eager, enthusiastic, joyful, productive, proud, optimistic, motivated, happy. Look, all of this is just from the happy. And now the green emotions, which is about like relaxation and peace, calm, at ease, understood, respected, fulfilled, blissful, connected, loved, supported, appreciated, thoughtful, chill, comfortable, peaceful, mellow, carefree, tranquil, thankful, balanced, safe, secure, satisfied, relieved, content, blessed. There's so many, okay? And it's really beautiful to get familiar with all of the different vocabulary that you can use to describe your emotions for you to be able to understand yourself better. Okay, so step number 1 is identify your emotions. What are you feeling? Because what you feel is more than just anger or sad or fear. No, there is something specific. Get to know it. Is it guilt? Is it anxiety? Is it worry? Is it what is it? What do you feel? Okay. Number 1, identify your emotion, and I might like put a little emotions list in the description. I might put it there. If I put it, you'll find it. If you don't want to download how you feel, I'm going to give you a little list that can help you. Number 2, okay, wait, before we go to step number 2, I need you to understand that it's so normal for us to feel multiple emotions at the same time. Okay, so it's okay. Write down the list of all the emotions you feel. It's very normal to feel guilty, anxious, and angry. Maybe you feel guilty because you did something that you didn't like, and you feel scared because you're afraid that someone's gonna be upset at you, and you feel angry because someone crossed your boundaries, which has pushed you to do something you're not proud of. See, it's a story. It's a human experience that can trigger 3 emotions at the same time. So write down all of the list of the emotions that you feel. This is number 1. Step number 2 is you're gonna identify the reason. Why do I feel this emotion? Okay, you feel guilt. You write guilt, and then next to it, the explanation. Why do you feel guilty? Why do I feel guilty? I feel guilty because this and this and this, and I did this, and I didn't like this, and this made me feel this way. Write the biggest, longest explanation you want, or a simple explanation, whatever feels right to you. There is no right or wrong way of doing it. Just what feels good, the way that makes you understand yourself better, okay? So you write the list of the emotions you feel. Next to each emotion, you're going to write the reason. Why do I feel this way? By the way, sorry guys if I'm speaking really fast. I've been trying to film this episode for so long, and I can't even believe that I got the energy and my thoughts have aligned. So anyway, okay, the last step, which is you put an emotion solution. So what does it mean? So first you identified the emotion, and then you identified the reason, the trigger of the emotion, what triggered this emotion. Then you will put a solution. Okay, so I feel guilt because I did something I'm not proud of. Now what is the solution? Which is, what can I do now with what I have that can make me feel better? So the emotion, let's say, is guilt. The reason is because an action that you're not proud of. And then a solution, let's say, maybe the solution can be you journaling about it and deciding a different course of action that you will take the next time this happens. Like, for example, okay, so I feel guilty because I got mad at my friend because I didn't like something they did, but I feel guilty because I got mad at them, and I think maybe there is a better way to communicate how I feel. Okay, what can I do next time? Okay, next time I'm gonna take my time to calm down, and then I'm gonna meet them with a more calm demeanor, and I'm gonna speak my truth in a very clear and calm way. Okay, nice. I have decided that this is what I'm gonna do next time. What else can I do? Maybe I can go and talk to my friend and maybe apologize, tell them that I'm sorry and I didn't mean to talk to them this way, and next time I will do better. Okay, yeah. So this is the solution. You see what I mean? So you identify the emotion, you identify the trigger, and then you put a solution. Okay, what am I gonna do about it? Guilt because I did something I'm not proud of. What am I gonna do? First, I will decide how I'm gonna act next time that I will not feel guilty, and I will apologize to whoever I wronged. Amazing. And then you go and you execute the solution that you have chosen or found or discovered, and then you feel better. This is regulating your emotions through the mind. Now, in the case where you are feeling a lot of emotions, guilt, fear, anger, you're gonna do the same thing. The names of the emotions, the trigger, which is the reason of the emotion, and then the solution of the emotion. What am I gonna do about it? What can I do to make me feel better now? What is everything that is in my power that I can do now to make myself feel better? And knowing the name of the emotion helps a great deal in knowing what to do next, or in choosing the best, most accurate and helpful solution. So imagine if you said, oh, I feel sad. How helpful is this information? You will not be able to know what to do with it. You won't know what solution to put. It's too general, it's too abstract, too vague. But when you know, no, it's not sadness, it's actually guilt. You're going more into the specific of what you feel, then you can identify the trigger, and then you can find a good solution that actually works and will actually make you feel better. And after you execute the solution that you have chosen, you let go. You'll be like, okay, I did my part. You deep breathe and you let go. And also, you can then go back to digesting your emotions through the body. The technique is something you can do like a sandwich. You can do the digesting your emotion through the body technique first, and then you do digest through the mind, what I just explained, and then you do the digesting through the body again. Because the digesting through the body again is all about relaxation. It's very soothing. It calms you down. It has like deep breathing, and it's just very nice. You can do it as much as you want, really, to make you feel better. And yeah, basically this is episode 6 of digesting your emotions through the mind. I'm really sorry if I'm speaking really fast or maybe too loud. I'm just really excited that finally my mind has cleared and I know what to film, basically, because I've been trying to film this and I didn't know what to say, and my mind and my thoughts were all over the place. Anyway, I don't know. So I finally got the energy and I know what to say, so yeah, I'm excited. I'm filming it really fast. And yeah, I hope that you learned something new. If it helped you in any way, giving a like would be great so that other people can find it on their page too, and they can also benefit. And I would really appreciate that if you want. And maybe you can send it to your loved ones so they can also learn how to regulate their emotions. Because genuinely, I swear it is not worth it for people to suffer when this information is so simple and it's so easy to execute, yet it is not accessible, and that is just not okay. Yeah. So let's change this together and let's spread this information and make it more accessible to the human beings on this planet. So not so many suffer with their emotions and they don't know what to do with their emotions. Okay? And yeah, I wish you all the best on your mental health, good mental health journey, and see you in the next one. Bye.